So this is my very first podcast, y'all. Um, Coming at y'all live from West Palm Beach, Florida. You know, um, I have been wanting to do a podcast for a minute, talk about some things, put some things out there, try to see if there's a way for me to get us to stop talking about it and be about it. Put out there what needs to be done and how a person can go about doing it for the betterment of our people, black people. Even though black is a straw man thing, so you kind of have to say dark skin, you know, uh, call yourself a Moor, because that's really what it is. It is time for our people to know true facts, know, it is not an Uncle Tom, it's a Sambo who is a person who has turned their back on the race. Um, I would say majority of us crabs in the barrel, right? Not enough. Still, we're Black Lives Matter, but yet we're still out here killing each other. So I am not sure if that makes sense. Um, I've had conversations with a lot of people, know a lot of people who think differently, see things differently. Um, I will tell you that true experience, seeing it for yourself, being in it, doing it for yourself, is totally different than getting the information from someone else who's doing it or has done it and you have not. Or you're reading the book and you're getting their definition or understanding of what they saw or what they see instead of it being what your eyes and brain can understand and comprehend. Experience in life is the best teacher, right? So if you are out traveling and seeing the world, if you've gone to Africa, Israel, South Africa, if you've seen it, going to China, Japan, Australia, England, France, you've gone to those places, you've seen it with your own eyes. It's a different discussion than having that discussion with someone who has not seen it with their own eyes. Um, I've had that discussion with a very intelligent gentleman. Um, it is imperative that we understand the narrative that is being put on this whole thing with the police reform bill. And I mean, if we really look at that, if the real policemen, black, white, blue, don't matter who, would step out and say, hey, we're just enough is enough. If you're not going to be here to be a real policeman, you need to get out of here. I mean, come on, what are we talking about, man? Then everybody's with the COVID this and COVID that. Okay, so we've got so much information out here about what is and what ain't. And I mean, come on, all you old folks out here who, I mean, we know, we understand, they out to get you, but stop putting yourself in position to be got. Get off the big pharma drugs, do fruit and vegetables, juice your shit, vitamins, and do what you're supposed to do and eat how you're supposed to eat, and then you'll probably be fine. If you damaged your body as a young jit, then all that stuff's coming back to pay you right now. That's on you. You destroyed your body. Sucks for you. So, listen, man, know that this land, like the lady in the Moore's Law, YouTube says, our people set up the counties. This land belongs to our people. Do you really think, okay, so once the whites found out Mansa Musa took all that gold and changed the finances, they had to get into Africa. They had to know what was happening. Shaka got caught on one of the slave ships. He broke free and tried to kill them all. His own family killed him. because they had fallen in love with the bullshit. And then look what happened. The whites took over anyway. He asked the emissary from the queen to say, hey, listen, you want to live here, me and my people, right? Uh, white Zulu, right? You say your people want to learn the needs of my people. But he says, what if your people never learn the needs of my people, which is what happened? And what if they come to love this land so deeply that no other land will be home to them? This would be their home. Who then would we call African? Your people or my people? And look where we at in modern day. Like, come on, man. You really think them people didn't look at what we created here? Look at the pyramids got there, and they don't believe that we did that. Some aliens did it. We had help from aliens. We weren't smart enough to do that, but we invented your stoplight, the electricity, which Thomas Edison stole, the telephone, which Alexander Graham Bell stole from a black man. Like, you guys stole everything. Everything was black made, and you guys stole it all. The cotton gin, black eye, Jack Daniels, not a white guy, black guy. He stole it. Black guy taught him how to do it. So, come on, man. I mean, let's wake up, people. If you really think that those red men, those Indians were here, like, come on, we came over, we traded, we mixed in. Do your DNA research, man. It's there. Wonder why you like some black food, black stuff? Because you got some black in you somewhere. So I tell you. Had a buddy talked about, we talked about Dr. Umar Johnson and Polite, and we talked about, yeah, listening to the message and yeah, it may be right, but how they getting their money? Well, that's on them. The message is what it is the truth. That is just what it is. Damn if it's how they getting their money. No, we got to be getting our money. That's what it is. It's just, the truth is the truth, man. We got to wake up and see the salt and flour for what it is, bro. You know. I will say this though. I will say this. It is everything, even with the even with the LGBT community thing and all the gay stuff, like they are trying to depopulate the black community because if black men are gay, then they're not producing other black men. If black women are gay, they're not producing other black women or black men at all. Um, yeah, I mean, you just got to see it for what it is. They come out, Biden pushes and puts up uh, laws for the LGBT and Asians. We've been on this country how long? And trying to get those same things to happen, but they're racist officers in the force. Not, and we all know that it ain't all white folk because I got some really good white folk friends who agree with me on this point. I don't know if my buddy is up for it, but let's see if I can't get him in here to speak on it as well. So we'll see. Maybe I can get him in here. So hopefully, he responds to that and joins me here. so we can have a dialogue about some things that are going on. He sends me all types of stuff all the time, man. We're all about what's going on in the government and the conspiracies and stuff like that, man. We're always talking about that type of stuff. Um, I was raised up by believing in the Bible, but I did not know that, once you come to understand that we were taught to be illiterate, not to be able to read at all, but the first thing you want us to read is obey your master. No. So that debunks their Bible right there. Um, my boy asked me one time that Osiris, and yeah, well, that's where it was stolen from. And, let's just keep it real. There's people who know the truth, all these, Luciferians in the government and out of the shadows telling you about what's going on with the TV and all that good stuff, man. Everything is just going on, man. The world's just going crazy right now. And we just need to put some truth to it. We need to put some truth to it. We need the true story to be told, not by a controlled media, controlled government media of any sort, by the people who are supposed to be the voice of this country. Uh, Article 8 of the Constitution says that people can do what those people did. They can storm the Capitol, and they have the right to take the Capitol back from an anarchist state. It says that. It's one of our rights, but you're trying to try these people. I mean, come on, man. These people can read. We all read between the lines when we read that. The founding supposed to be founding fathers, you know, have to be white boys. Come on, man. Really? You guys learn how to bathe and wash your asses from other kings climbing out your caves, having sex with donkeys and goats and shit. Like, come on, man. Uh, I know this is supposed to be I should make this thing clean, but I'm just trying to keep it on the up and the real, man. I ain't trying to sugarcoat this thing or side coat it, or the truth needs to be known, man. The Moorish law, sovereign citizen, who can practice law, financial literacy, how to win outside of being a corporate ward, a ward of the corporation. If you have a driver's license and social security number, you're a corporate ward, man. You're a slave. The Emancipation Proclamation freed no slaves. Get a law dictionary and look it up. Emancipation Proclamation. Public announcement. Freed no slaves. The U.S., being the model for slavery, adopted Social Security, driver's license. William Tell, Penn, the boys, John Hancock, they all got paid on the corporate game, the corporate slave wage game. You just don't know you're still a slave. My people who are in Haiti, y'all already know independence. But you guys, man, you guys come over here and give up your independence to be a slave in the corporation. I don't understand that one. My Cubans, fight for your freedom. I got you. You know what I'm saying? But there's a way to do it. All of y'all up on the corner of Forest Hill and Military, put $10 in a bucket and send it to your people. Problem answered. Problem answered. $5 buys how many 40 bottle packages of water? Come on now. Let's be smart about this thing. All y'all up there, well, we're for Cuban rights. Okay, we get it. Cool. Put $10 in the bucket, everybody. We're gonna send it all. We're gonna send it all to Cuba. There you go. Problem answered. Just saying. Just saying. look, there's a lot to talk about, a lot to go over. Again, this is my first one. I just wanted to get on here and do one just so I can see how this thing was going to roll. Hopefully, I can get a guest and we can roll and get the topics more on bounce and have a discussion with other people. But this your boy being tired as hell, working every day trying to get this paper. We'll do this again. Welcome to Thursday podcast.